If you were able to have a fresh start building your ultimate setup, how would you put it together? That was my mission with this project, and all my hard work and planning really paid off. I love checking out other people's setups for ideas and inspiration. I'm always drawn to the mid-century modern look, but how does that look mix with the technology of today? Now, Don Draper did not have a 49-inch monitor on his desk, but that's what I plan to use. I settled on finding a few pieces to decorate the office that would give that mid-century feel, but still go strong with my modern tech. Since I was basically starting from nothing, I wanted a way to visualize everything together. I made a Photoshop doc to mock up my space. If you don't have mad skills in Photoshop, you can just pull images into a folder and make an idea board for yourself. Now, going back to that inspiration I was talking about, lately on Instagram and Reddit, I've been seeing great looking setups using wood slat paneling. I found out some of these were actually acoustic panels from the wood veneer hub. They not only serve a purpose, but they manage to set a mood in the room. I wanted this kind of transformation in my room, so I quickly headed over to their site to order samples. I knew my desk for this setup was going to be the New Heights S-Series electric standing desk. The S-Series has a 1.5-inch solid hardwood surface, and I wanted that surface to pair nicely with my wood panels. My mom has been a woodcrafter for over 40 years, and I know some of that has rubbed off on me. I wanted my wood tones to complement each other rather than to be a perfect match, so I mixed all these samples together to decide on the best pairing. I chose a walnut finish for the veneer panels and a blue-gray finish named granite for my surface. I looked for a rug and prints together since they again needed to complement each other. I ended up purchasing prints on Amazon after only finding what looks like hotel art locally. At first I chose a set of prints that went heavy into the mid-century modern feel. They reminded me of the Day Steele art era, and yes, Day Steele is the best White Stripes album. I found a low-pile aqua rug that would be large enough to go under my desk and still reach to cover my whole space. When I got the prints, they ended up being a little too bright for my liking, so I decided to switch styles to something else I love, the ocean. The slightly washed-out walnut wood panels reminded me of a boardwalk, and I already had the rug that was basically the color of the Caribbean. I landed on some great ocean-themed prints that matched well with my rug. I decided on adding a love seat for a few reasons. Sometimes it's nice to get out of the proper ergonomic chair and just relax. I found this love seat on Amazon for $350. Now if you're wondering, how does Amazon ship you a couch? This is how. 2 huge boxes. Like I said earlier, I'm picky about wood tones matching, so I ended up painting the legs of the couch black. I didn't like how the more reddish cherry wood color looked next to my veneer panels. To round out the room with some decorations, I made a few more Amazon purchases. I added a small table to go beside the couch. Functionally, it added a place to set things while sitting at the couch, but it also helped round out the style. And with my newly painted couch feet, the black legs on the table matched nicely. I picked out a 5-foot plant to go next to my desk. This was the first time I've ever assembled a plant before. Now I would love to have something real in the room, but the lack of sunlight made this impossible. Now getting into the tech I've added to the setup. Having access to the most premium standing desk available, it was an easy call to add the New Heights S-Series to my setup. Not only does this desk give you an incredible warranty and loads of other features, it's my favorite desk when it comes to aesthetics. Next up, I installed the Human Scale M8 monitor arm. We've tested lots of these heavy-duty monitor arms at BTOD, and my favorite has always been this product. I chose it first of all for its ability to handle my huge monitor, and it's just one of the nicest looking arms I've seen. I'm adding the 49-inch Samsung Odyssey monitor to my setup. The Samsung has just the right amount of curve to make it comfortable viewing when sitting in the correct spot. I'm basically getting 2 27-inch monitors side by side, but in one uninterrupted screen. And with my PC's ability to snap windows into place, multitasking is a breeze. On top of my monitor, I added the best of the best, the BenQ screen bar. Personally, I prefer this over their more expensive Halo with the control puck, because I prefer keeping my desktop as clean and empty as possible. One of the main uses for this setup is content creation, including recording audio for videos just like I'm doing right now. I've learned the hard way not to cheap out on mic boom arms, so I went with the Rode PSA-1. The Rode extends to get the mic right where you need it, and it holds its position well. The microphone I'm using is the Shure MV7. While it's not the top of the line unit, I found it's a really good value for the price and super easy to use. The S-Series desk comes with a wire management box installed, so cleaning up all the cables was no issue at all. I ran power and the mic cable through the box and straight up to my Dell XPS laptop. To really set the mood in the room, I added a Govee floor lamp. The lamp works with either a remote or an app, giving you lots of features with different scenes and color settings. I typically just use the lamp to add a warm white light, but it's fun knowing the options are there. I didn't actually hang up my wall art until I had the desk and monitor in place. This way I knew exactly how tall the monitor would be so I could position the prints right above it. When the desk is at standing height, much of the artwork will be covered, but I planned it out so I'll still be able to see some of my beach scenes. Finally, I added my peripherals to the desk. I've been using the Logitech MX vertical mouse for a while now, hoping to do an in-depth review down the road. My keyboard is the 96% Keychron K4 with custom keys. I wanted some more retro-looking off-white keycaps, so I purchased this cherry profile set from EpoMaker. Last but definitely not least, I rolled in my Steelcase Leap V2. The Leap is an awesome chair, giving you tons of flexibility in both the back and the seat. It also has lots of adjustments, so even at 6'2", I can comfortably fit in this chair. All black seemed like the way to go, because I'd rather the chair blend in rather than be a focal point. In the end, I'm very happy with how everything came out. My planning early on definitely helped bring everything together. I'd like to think this is my ultimate setup, but I know myself. I love to keep tinkering and upgrading things, so I'll keep looking for what's next.